Hi, welcome back. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about a visit that some of us went to at the Airway Heights Correctional Institution, which is a local prison. And the day that we went, it was a celebration for all the Buddhists in that prison, and they've been doing this for, I think, 18 years, a long time. And this year, we've gone most years. It's kind of a year, each year they have this celebration, and it's just a time to really rejoice in their practice and in the people that come and visit and help with sharing the Dharma. And this year especially was so beautiful. There were, 25 or 30 people there maybe? Oh, you weren't there. Who was there? You were there. 25 or 30, do you think? Yeah. So quite a few and very strong practitioners, these fellows. And during one part of the day, they just opened it up to anybody that wanted to stand up and talk a little bit about their Buddhist group. And two fellows stood up and spoke, and one especially really impressed me. He had a small stroke in this last year. It must have been quite small because he didn't look like he was suffering from the results of that particularly, certainly not physically. And he just was so appreciative of all the help of all those in the Buddhist Sangha there that helped him and made prayers and well wishes, and he just said that the support was so helpful to his healing. And as he was talking, he started crying. He was so touched. And it's so interesting in that place where there's bars and locks and guns and guards, and in the middle of all of that, there are these strong Buddhist practitioners who are developing their compassion and their kindness and their love and their ethical discipline. And so it was just so lovely to see. Each year that we go there also, someone made a Tara mandala on a bed sheet with paint, and then Judy, who goes there very frequently to teach, she colors rice, and then we all stand around this mandala at the table and fill in the mandala. And especially for the new ones that are pretty new to the group, it's such a lovely way to get to start talking to one another and talking to us. And all of the men there in that room that day were just so thankful that people would come and would care for them and be interested in their Buddhist practice. And then the other piece of that day that was so beautiful was the chaplain. And he is so supportive of all groups. I can't remember the numbers now, but in a month, many, many, many different spiritual traditions he supports and helps the men to be able to practice their whatever their spiritual path is. And he is so generous with his support and so open, and it's just really lovely to see. And you can see when he's interacting with the inmates that he is so happy when they are moving their mind in a virtuous direction. He said, we went to lunch with him and with Judy, and he said that every moment that he is there, he is making prayers in his mind. So he is a very strong practitioner and so generous with his time and his skill. He only wants those inmates to change their minds and to find something that's going to help them have a kind heart. And I think the strength of that, especially that group there in non-harming and in trying to communicate kindly, I am convinced that it really affects that entire prison. That it is a very, very powerful practice that they all do together that really influences everyone there. And so it was really quite beautiful to see. It's so nice to see that the Buddha's teaching can resonate with people who have made mistakes, just like all of us have, and to see how they change their minds and their actions and really transform into kind, gentle, loving people. It's quite lovely.